Okay, so in Sfirat Omer, this night tonight starts Netzach Shebegvura, so Netzach in Gevura. So I thought that it was actually interesting that this seems kind of like to parallel this whole idea, but this is the divine conversation. It's basically different things that have taken out of Rebbe Nachman's teachings. So this is aim your weapons. The sword of prayer is a very precious weapon. However, one must keep it sharp at all times and learn to use it correctly. Keep praying time after time, even if you don't see any results. Do not think that your talks and prayers are worthless. Know for a fact, my brother, and have faith that not a single word is ever lost. Every supplication, and it's amazing because if you have a wave, the wave may reduce its amplitude as it pans out and over time, even sound, bouncing off of things, but it is eternal. It literally is eternal. It's still going to bounce off of everything at a lower amplitude. Maybe we can't perceive it with our ears, but it's still there. The same things that have been said by people, the same prayers, they're still in the air, actually. Anyway, not a single word is ever lost. Every supplication and conversation causes a tremendous effect, bringing you closer and closer to the ultimate goal. Eventually, God's mercy will be aroused, inspiring you to return to him with your whole heart. So Rabbi Nachman explained, a person's prayers must be aimed within a hair's breadth, and he must not miss. That is, he must not turn to either the right or the left. So Rabbi Natan, his scribe, explained further that turning to the left represents the idea of imagining that your prayers have been in vain. For one's answers are not always seen immediately. Many people have made this tragic mistake, causing them tremendous anguish and making them feel foolish for leaning on God. So their mistake is in assuming that God is merciless, God forbid, and that he refuses to hear the prayers of his chosen people. Just as the left hand is passive and less capable, so too do they imagine the Almighty incapable of having mercy and answering their prayers. Turning toward the right, which Netzach Shebech Hesed, Netzach is on the right. Turning to the right represents the idea of a person ceasing from prayer and relying solely on God's kindness. So this would be a tremendous error, for we must all do our own part of the task by praying. And kindness, actually, Hesed is also on the right. So we must all do our own part of the task by praying, even though the true salvation only comes from God himself. So given as a token of his great kindness. And it actually says in Psalm 146, verse 3, in the Son of Man there is no salvation. Why? Because only in Hashem is there salvation. In the Creator, Borei Olam, the Creator of the universe, is there salvation. So when these two errors are corrected, then one's prayers will have the power of a very sharp sword, enough to subdue the enemy's entire legion. If you are constantly in the midst of prayer, and at the same time realize that your salvation is dependent on God, then you will be putting this weapon to its most effective use. Understand that if God answers us, it is solely because of his infinite kindness. Yet even so, we have to fulfill our own role of constant prayer, so which carries the power to arouse God's kindness. God will surely answer all those who pray to him. The most essential foundation there is therefore to constantly beseech him. So pray to God endlessly, and you will surely be granted all of your heart's desires.